Good morning. Today we will discuss metamorphic rocks. In general, when we say metamorphic rocks, means rocks that have been produced due to metamorphism. And metamorphism is, you can say, the pronounced changes in a rock due to temperature, pressure, and chemical environment. These are called the changes due to pressure, temperature, and chemical environment. They are called metamorphic changes, and the process is known as the metamorphism. During metamorphism, a rock, these changes are in the solid state, and basically the rock recrystallize and form different minerals. The bulk composition of the rock remains the same, but there are the reconfiguration of the chemical composition, and hence different minerals, or you can say there is change in the mineral species. Metamorphic rocks can broadly be divided into two categories, that is the foliated metamorphic rocks and non-foliated metamorphic rocks. Once we say non-foliatic metamorphic rocks, means these rocks have formed under uniform pressure, and hence they have the granoblastic or equidimensional grains. Rocks like your quartzite, marble, hornfels, coal, they have granoblastic texture, means the grains are of equal size. They don't show any sign of foliation, and hence these are categorized as your non-foliated rocks. Whereas rocks which show the elongation or parallelism of the mineral grains due to metamorphism, they are called the foliated rocks. And the foliated rocks, the common is your starting from your says shale, the rock changes the slate, phyllite, schist, gneiss. Then your blue schist rocks, amphibolites, these such rocks which have the foliation. Effect of foliation, this is, you can say, the minerals they have elongated. This in this diagram you can see the grains they have elongated, right? They are showing this elongation direction. This is, you can say, the segregation of minerals. This is again a foliation. This is compositional foliation. This is your you can say the mineral foliation. So such these rocks are the foliated rocks. This diagram, or you can say the texture, is of the foliated rocks. Development of foliation due to directed pressure. This foliation is produced due to the directed pressure. Whereas the non-foliated rocks, they are, this is your marble, right? So it has granoblastic. This is granoblastic. All grains are equal size. If you elongate, if I enlarge it, you will see this doesn't show any parallelism of mineral grains or any foliation. These are non-foliated rocks. Similarly, your rock quartzite, right? See here, it is quartzite. These, they don't show any parallelism, elongation. They are the your non-foliated rocks. Then even your rocks, granulite, eglogite, charnokites, such rocks, they are the non-foliated metamorphic rocks. Now the difference you can see in this, the rocks may have slaty cleavage, may have schistosity as far as the textures are concerned, and gneissic texture. So the foliated rocks, they may have slaty cleavage, schistosity, or gneissic textures. Whereas non-foliated rocks that lack foliation and referred to as non-foliated rock develop environments where stress deformation is minimum. Then that mineral becomes the equidimensional crystals. These are the characteristics of these. Now coming to the individual rocks, when we say, first say in the foliated rocks, we take the these are the foliated rocks. So foliated rocks are your slate, phyllite, schist, gneiss. In these rocks we will see the impact of stress. They elongate in a direction perpendicular to stress and show the parallelism of the mineral grains. So these are the foliated rocks. Now these foliated rocks, you can say, these are your amphibolite. You can say a rock medium to coarse grained, consisting predominantly of amphibole. Depending, that is amphibole, that is mainly the hornblende and plagioclase. So just try to take the names, important metamorphic rock names. Amphibolite. Once again I say, amphibolite is a medium to coarse grained rock consisting predominantly of amphibole, usually hornblende and plagioclase. Then an eglogite is again a medium grained rock consisting mainly of pyroxene. The only pyroxene that is found in this eglogite is your omphacite. OMPHACIT. This is the name of your pyroxene. This omphacite pyroxene is found only in eglogite. So the composition of eglogite is omphacite. Right? This is sodium and aluminium rich diopside, you can say, and a pyrope rich garnet. So this is the this eglogite is formed at highest pressure temperature, or you can say the highest grade metamorphic rock, and the mineral composition is your omphacite